I bought the cheapest BMW in the country. Yeah, the entire country. And it had been sitting abandoned for over 2 years. Today, I'm going to try bringing it back to life, flip it for a profit, and get one step closer to my dream BMW M3. And maybe save my old M3 while I'm at it. The problem is, almost nothing goes according to plan.
Oh, so close.
Oh, gas it, gas it.
I only paid $1,000 for this dead car and got over $1,800 in parts along with it. But what happened next completely changed the deal. The car finally started because we replaced a burnt fuse inside of the glove box. Honestly, you guys can't hear it, but this thing is so loud. One of these tiny little fuses was out and it was keeping the whole car from starting. Now that the car is running, here's everything we have to fix before we can sell it and make some profit. The first item on our list is brakes. Since this BMW now runs but cannot drive due to the seized brakes, this is definitely on our priority list. The second thing we have to replace is the passenger headlight because there's a lot of condensation in the lens. Third is the hood because of the amount of rust on it. And honestly, it's better to just replace it rather than fix it because it's a lot less time consuming. Next is the wheels, and honestly, that's pretty self-explanatory. And last but not least, we have to fix the small rust on one of the fenders because I want the car to look as clean as possible. And I'll do a full profit reveal at the end of the video. Now, let's start fixing everything that's wrong with this car. So today, we're going to make this car run and drive perfectly. So now the first thing that we're addressing is getting the car to drive. It runs, but unfortunately the parking brake is completely shot. This is what I took out of the car. And now we have to replace pretty much everything. Let's get to work. So we removed the wheel, and as you can see, the disc and pads are not moving at all. So the only thing that's left to do is to remove everything and change the pads and the rotors. Now that we removed all the old rusty parts that have been there for 2 years, we're gonna show you a comparison of how they look side by side, the old and new. So the brake shoe actually seized inside the rotor. So now we're replacing the whole thing because as you can see, this thing is completely rusted and unusable. We're swapping it over for this one. Also, with the new rotors come brand new Bosch pads.
Show the old ones.
Old pads, as you can see, lots of life left versus the new pads. There she is, running under her own power. That's crazy. No sound from the brakes, nothing rubbing, nothing blocking them. We got this car to drive in 4 days. Insane. I'm gonna go enjoy my test drive now. Okay, so last night's test drive was a complete success. The brakes are no longer making noise and they're not seized up. Naturally, the next thing to do is to wash the car and remove all the dirt and grime that's been sitting on the car for 2 years. Okay, so the car is fully washed and it looks so much better than we expected. And honestly, the paint, apart from the bumpers, it seems to be original. Okay, it's the next day and we're back in the garage on the grind. The next big item on our list is the headlight. And the only reason why I'm replacing it is because of this. As you saw from the introduction, unfortunately, our headlight failed because it's letting in moisture, and because of this, you can see the water inside of the lens. I got the new headlight for like less than $100 US. So now let's get on to replacing the headlight. I found a freaking spark plug inside of the bumper, and it's a Bosch. I might keep it. car kind of looks aggressive like this, I might keep it like that, no bumper. Just kidding again. There she is. She is off. Wow. Wow, it's really weird looking. There's like almost nothing in the front. The bumper is back on, the lights work. I tried to make the bumper fit as best as I can, perfectly with the fenders and the bumper. I really tried my best. I'm no body shop guy, but I think I did a pretty good job, or decent at least. Here we go, final product, and we no longer have water inside of the lens. I am very happy. The only thing maybe I have to do is to polish this one so it can look as clean as this one. I just got a call from my friend that there was a white BMW exactly the same year as mine up in the scrapyard. We all know that we need the hood, so I got super lucky because all the parts were still there and no one took them. Here's the hood, no rust on it whatsoever, and it came with the original badging. Poor car, honestly, but it's gonna be a great donor car for ours. We took out the old hood because I cannot fit it in the car, and we're replacing it with a new one. So it's super simple. You just basically take out 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there, and then you have like a ground strap there, and the whole hood comes out. I don't think I'm gonna have much of a choice but to leave the old hood here and then just put on the new one and then drive away. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to dump the old hood. So here, God damn it! Here they are, style 189s going on the E90. These are so heavy, but I personally think they look amazing on the car. So let's throw them on and see how these wheels look on the car. Honestly, what a difference. We are getting very close to the finish line. We have to do a couple of things. We have a tiny bit of rust on the fender that I want to fix so it doesn't continue to expand. This is what it looks like currently. I did a little test sample here to see how much rust we have. So I'm going to sand down all of this fender. I'm going to remove also the wheel. And afterwards, I'm going to sand this down and paint it with the right color. Let's get to work. I removed all the tape and this is how it looks like. No more rust. I am going to let it sit for a couple of hours and then I'm going to see what I'm gonna do. Probably wet sand it a little bit and then we should be done. We saved the fender, so that's the most important part. So now let's put back the wheel and start working on the roof. The worst issue with the car is the roof. This thing has a wrap on it. Underneath, I think the paint is still good, but the whole wrap is completely dry and it's cracking and it's gonna take forever, like honestly forever to remove it. I'm gonna spend the next 2 days with a good friend of mine removing this wrap, and I hope that the paint underneath is still good after removing all of this wrap and polishing it. Well, this is the aftermath of 8 hours of scraping the wrap off of the roof. So this is the aftermath. It was a complete war to remove this. There's a bunch of wrap. I think this has been on the roof for like 10 plus years, and I had to remove also the antenna, but as you can see, basically it's stained because of the glue, and also the sunlight wasn't able to get to the paint, so naturally it stained it. So I have a trick up my sleeve. Usually white cars, if the paint doesn't have exposure to the sun, it turns yellow. So any white car that had any kind of wrap onto it, once you remove it, it's yellow. So if you take the car out and bake it in the sun for a couple of days, the clear and the paint go back to normal. So fingers crossed that this works, so I don't have to spend another 3 hours polishing this thing. Here's the roof. I definitely do see the yellow compared to the white right here. Like I said, I'm going to put the car in the sun for a couple of days. I'll post it for sale tomorrow after I get the exterior clean and the interior cleaned. But for now, this is the best I can do. Here's the car. Honestly, it doesn't even look recognizable compared to how we got it 12 days ago. It looks amazing. It almost makes me want to keep it, to be honest with you. And honestly, I think this BMW cleaned up really nicely. We had a little bit of issues with it, some things that I still need to solve, but apart from that, we've come such a long way. This car looks so clean. These 2 weeks that we spent working on this car were very intense, but I think we honestly got to a point where I really started enjoying the car, and I'm proud of the work that we achieved. Okay, the car is officially sold. The buyer is coming to pick it up in an hour, and honestly, giving this car a second chance has been such a fulfilling feeling that I would definitely do this again. So without further ado, let's do the price breakdown. I bought this car for $1,000. I invested about $673. And if you remember, because of the parts that I got with the car for free, when I sold those parts, I netted 810 US and the car was completely free. That is crazy. So the car, I sold it in a day and I sold it for $3,600 US. And the grand total for profit on this car is $3,737. More or less. So that in 2 weeks is absolutely amazing. I'm very happy. So now let's say goodbye to this BMW because like I said, the owner's coming to pick it up in an hour and we have to find ourselves a new flip car. Thank you very much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment about your favorite part in this video and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Thank you very much and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.